Here we are today, stop 15 of 44 at Mount Pisgah. And actually it seems to be a smaller learning center, although not all that small. And we're going to get out and we're going to talk to some of these riders here and tell them what gets them stoked about this place. So Joey, tell me about this place, Mount Pisgah. I've never been here before.
You know what? It's a small mountain nestled deep in the Adirondacks in Saranac Lake. Good small little ski resort. I mean, for what we've got in the area, and it's fun to go to on the weekdays.
Nice place to get to when you're close to home and whatnot. I see you got some pretty tall booters over there, it looks like. They let you play on them?
They're freshmen.
Yeah. What about you, boss? What's got you going on here?
Nothing, you know, coming up here after school every day and hanging out.
Good place to, you know, get some good tricks in and stuff like that,
yeah,
right?
Definitely. It's a good practice place for beginners, and they get some stuff set up later in the season for all the experts.
Yeah, that's it.
But it's got to be a great place to hone your skills and whatnot, and then maybe get off to some of these bigger places and do a little showing off, ain't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, this is actually pretty cool. This is a T-bar that I've never saw before, and actually what it does is it operates on a recoil system. And it pulls right out and it doesn't jerk you along like most of them do. That's pretty cool. You know, there's no real slam when you take off on this new recoil system, and I understand this is new to Mount Pisgah this year, but this is definitely a pretty cool T-bar. Bought a little race training today?
Yeah.
What are you learning out there?
Just some slalom turns.
You're looking pretty good out there.
Thank you.
How long have you been doing the racing thing?
This is my second year.
Second year? Looking pretty good, buddy. Looking pretty good.
Thanks.
Dude, where do you learn to do something like that?
Pisgah.
Nice. Listen, that was actually an incredible thing. How long did it take you to learn to do that?
I learned it 2 days ago.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, man. Got some good skills there.
Thanks.
Christian.
Yeah.
Doing a little ski training here today.
That's true.
Tell me about that.
Well, I'm coach for the Lake Placid High School ski team. Ms. Russo here is coach for the Saranac Lake ski team. We train both here and at Whiteface. Mount Pisgah is a great place for skiing, family skiing, great place for training. We were able to get a lot of runs in here, and it's a great family resort. We love it.
What do you think draws these kids to the racing?
A lot of them now are getting into it to actually become just better overall skiers. But you see a lot of these guys here are more freestyle skiers, and we're helping them learn a lot about proper technique, balance, and being comfortable on their skis. It's ultimately going to help them once they get back into the parks and becoming lifelong skiers.
If someone was going to want to get into skiing, what's one of the most important things they should know about this?
Always be prepared. That'll make you the most happy. Be ready for the cold, be ready for the warm, be ready for the ice and the snow. The more prepared you are, the happier you're going to be. That's definitely the best thing I could say.
All right, Jimmy.
You ripped through that course. How long have you been doing this?
a long time, I guess.
Yeah, I can tell by the way you ski. You're doing great out there. Keep it up. Well, I'm here with Linda. Linda, I'm going to give your course a try here, and I'm not a racer, nor have I ever raced.
Okay.
What would you tell me that's going to help me get through this?
You need to stay balanced. You need to have a nice, comfortable, balanced stance, and your hands need to be in front of you. And that's what's going to keep you balanced as you make those turns. Think about rolling your skis edge to edge.
All right, I'm going to give this a try and see what happens. I don't know what's going to go on, but I've never raced before, but that was some very good advice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll give
Have
it a
fun.
try. Well, I did make it through that course, but I was nowhere near as fast as any of those kids did it right there. And I can see that's something that's going to take a whole lot of practice and a whole lot of effort. So if you're into the race scheme, you're definitely going to need to practice some of this. Bruce, what's going on here today?
Nothing, just doing some skiing.
What do you like about Pisgah?
It's close to home, it's easy to get to, cheap.
Nice place to learn a skill, huh?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about, riding skis? I see you running some twin tips there. You a trick kind of guy or just a downhill guy?
Mostly tricks, yeah.
What's your favorite trick?
180s.
How do you learn to do something like that?
Learn how to get your rotation down.
And lots of practice, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
So I'm here at Mount Pisgah with Charlie. Charlie, tell me about your place here.
Well, it's a village-owned park. It's a 100-acre park. In actuality, we have 15 acres of alpine skiing that you see behind me. 3-4 acres of tubing, 550-foot drop on the tubing hill. Got half a mile of handicap alternative access cross-country skiing down back. We have a figure-8 track down there, limited pitch, minimum grade. Over in the Southwoods, we've got another 1.5 kilometers of Nordic snowshoeing, skiing, what have you, and about 2.5 kilometers of Nordic trails up on the north side.
So a pretty large facility with
a lot larger than what you seem to see when you come on the property.
Right, and offering a wide variety of things. I noticed you also got a park over there for the kids.
We got a great little terrain park we're building up for the kids. Yeah, we're only getting a late start, so the elements are in at the bottom, but we haven't built the jumps yet up in the mid station. Plus we have some back trails that sit up above the knob that you can see that feed off into the terrain park with a lot of elements through the woods up there.
Now, you got a new lift here this year that I see there, and actually I'm quite impressed with that. It's a new design and one I've never seen. It's kind of like on a recoil system.
It does. It's called a T-bar, and each T has a band spring up in the round box that retracts, and it rolls up a cable of about 40 feet long that stretches based on your weight as to how much of the rope actually feeds out before the tension brings you up the hill. And all you're really doing, you're not sitting on it, it's not carrying you, it's more or less pulling you along the surface. It's a surface lift. So you're on your skis like you would be coming down, except for you're getting help to get to the top.
And I noticed one thing right off of the bat when I rode that was it doesn't give you quite the jerk that some of them do.
No, this is a totally modern lift. I mean, this was built custom for the hill based on our profile. It was built in Austria by Doppelmayr C-Tech. And I think we are one of 2 T-bars in North America at this point. And the other one is in an enclosed dome in the Meadowlands in New Jersey. So we're the only viable ski lift that really has the winter to deal with. And it's brand new to us this year. This is our inaugural year for this lift. So.
Very nice lift. Let me ask you this. For someone that's never been here, that's from the area, what do you think the good reason is that they'd want to come here?
They'd want to come here. There's several good reasons. If you're a family, we're a totally family-oriented business. Our passes are $15 for the day.
That's very inexpensive.
Which is totally inexpensive. Our season passes, if you were to buy a season pass, for anyone who's of school age, it's $120.
Oh, geez, you can't beat that.
If you're a full-blown adult, you're talking $150 for the season.
Oh.
So, I mean, there's nowhere on the planet that can give you those kind of ski rates.
Right.
today.
Now, do you have to be a resident to get that rate, or?
No, we have a discount for residents because a lot of this, like I said, it's a village park, so it's funded by taxes to some extent. So for those people who live in the village, we give them a discount towards their season pass. Otherwise, you pay a little bit more. I mean, we're talking $10 or $15 over top.
Right. But even at a season pass of $150, that's maybe 2 or 3 days skiing somewhere else.
Without a doubt, in our neighbors, that's 2 days skiing.
Right.
So yeah, you're absolutely right. And
Very
now,
nice facility
with the Nordic
here.
trails, everything is great. Well, and also something I need to mention is this lift building that you see, the lodge we have over there, fully facilitated lodge. We have a snack bar, fireplace, the whole bit. All done through donations.
Is that right?
All done through donations. And probably a third of the lift construction and purchase was also donated. We have a group that works with us called Friends of Mount Pisgah / Ski Club, and they're more or less our support wing. They raise lots and lots of money for the mountain. We do a 6-week program for ski lessons and things along that line. In the summer, they manage our lodge for us, doing rentals and things for weddings and parties and what have you. So they're extremely active with the mountain, in addition to the village. So yeah, it's a huge effort that's gone into making this what it is, and it's got to be one of the best facilities in the state. Regardless of the fact it's only 1,300 feet long with a 300-foot rise, it's priceless. And people who come into town, they come into town really, in a lot of cases, not knowing what they want to do. So when they start checking around, they think, okay, I could rent some skis or I could rent some snowshoes. Where can I go for a couple hours? Well, that's where we can. I mean, we have bigger mountains available to do all of those things, but when you go there, it's a day trip. You can come here between lunch and dinner, have a lot of fun, and still go. Still go about your business, do what you want. And we're also the only night skiing within 45 miles of here.
Is that right?
We are the only night skiing within 45 miles. So that is a huge plus for us.
And give me your hours of operation.
Tuesday through Friday, 3 to 8 in the evening. Saturdays 10 to 6, Sundays noon to 6. So again, we're really focused on the kids. We want them being here, but we don't want them being here so late in the evening that they're neglecting to do other things that they should be doing, like maybe homework.
Yeah, schoolwork.
Okay,
you're right.
So that's why we really gear it towards the kids. Now I have 2 high schools that train here. Their ski teams train here. I have a private school that their ski team trains here. Eastern Mountain Sports Telemark Academy now calls this home. They've left the bigger mountains next to us. So we obviously are attracting somebody. And
definitely, and you do a great job grooming these hills out here. I can see that.
We groom every day. We groom every day because there's not a day of the week that we aren't doing race training on the hot side right behind me. This is what we call suicide. This has got a really nice pitch in the center, which you
there's
found.
a couple
It's
nice
great.
deep drops in there through the middle.
Just off to the south of it in the woods is our glades. There's probably 20 acres of glade skiing in the woods. Right now it's not so great because we don't have a lot of snow, but when it gets snow in there, there's not unusual to find 100 routes through there from the snowboarders and skiers. So we have a lot of going on here that you don't see when you first drive up.
It actually, and I've been to a couple town facilities, and this seems to be actually one of the, just from what you're telling me, one of the best managed and best runs that I've seen so far.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. That's very probably true. We have a great support system with our village, DPW, Department of Public Works. They handle all our heavy equipment needs and big repair needs and things like that. So, we tend to hire students and kids for our lift attendants and things like that. So we give them a taste of what it's like to work, without spending 40 hours a week. They get to earn a little bit of money and everybody's happy.
Face to face with chance, let
deal? You sit here and videotape all your friends where they get to shred that box?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But we take turns, so it works out.
You absolutely got to love these guys. They spend hour after hour out here shredding a box just to learn to do tricks. Cool stuff. That's going to wrap it up for me at Mount Pisgah today. Very cool place, village-owned run, and definitely a good place to come out and get some skills in order.